Welcome to Cooking with Chef Tuan, and today I'm going to show you how to make some delicious Taiwanese fried chicken or popcorn chicken, a dish that is extremely popular in many night markets and boba and tea houses. And as usual, all the ingredients will be listed down below. Here I have a pound of chicken, some fish sauce, soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, salt, sugar, garlic, ginger, and potato starch. Traditionally, the Taiwanese popcorn chicken does not contain fish sauce, but why not add more umami and more flavor? And one of the distinctive characteristics of this dish is the addition of 5-spice powder. Now, I like to grate my garlic and ginger so that way we don't have big chunks that could burn while we fry them. I like to add about a tablespoon each of grated garlic and grated ginger, but feel free to add more or less depending on what you like. And once you have all the ingredients in the bowl, go ahead and give this a very thorough mix. You want to make sure that everything is evenly incorporated and evenly coated. And then for this pound of chicken, I like to add in 1 whole egg. That's going to be our binding agent. And yes, you can definitely use dark meat for this. I usually use dark meat, but I had a chicken breast laying around and I needed to use it up. Now, while our chicken marinates for an hour, we're going to go ahead and make our spice blend. Here I have some red chili powder. Now, this is different than the chili powder that you find in your grocery store to make chili. You might want to go and check out your Asian grocery store or your ethnic market and look for it. And then the rest of the ingredients are garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit more 5-spice, and cumin. Give this a good stir, make sure there's no clumps, and if there are clumps, just go ahead and break them up. Then don't forget, we're going to add salt and black pepper. And once you're done mixing this, go ahead and give your spice mix a little taste. Now, I found out that this needs just a tiny dash of sugar just to bring everything together. About like a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar for the amount of spice that we have. Now, after our chicken has been marinating for about an hour, we're gonna go ahead and coat it using our potato starch. Now, I ended up using about 1.25 cups. Now, when you first add your potato starch and start mixing, it's all going to clump together. But just keep kneading it and just add a little bit more potato starch at a time until they all start to separate and become individual pieces. And don't worry if you don't get it all, you'll break them up in the oil. Now, I like to double fry my chicken. Here I have a wok with some oil at 330 degrees, and we're gonna fry this for about 3 to 4 minutes, meanwhile breaking up the chunks. Now, you're looking for a really pale golden brown. You just want to cook the chicken all the way through, and it should look just like this. Now, I fried my chicken in 2 batches. Now, you want to do that because you don't want to drop the oil temperature too drastically, because then you won't be frying anymore. And after about 3 or 4 minutes, I scooped my chicken out and I put it into a colander while I finished the rest. And then I did filter out my oil and got up to 375 for a second fry. Now, because the chicken is already cooked, we can go ahead and drop in all the chicken. Now, you will feel this chicken become really crispy, and it kind of sounds hollow when you stir it. This second fry, you want to go for about a minute and a half max, until it picks up this really nice deep golden brown color. Then about the last 30 seconds, you want to take your basil and just drop it in there and just wait until the leaves get nice and crispy. Now, I did take some dried chilies and I dropped it in the oil at the end, which I didn't pick up on camera, but I wanted a little bit more spice. And then, as you can see, I put my chicken on a wire rack. Then I put all the basil in there, and then here are my dried chilies. Now we're gonna dust it with our seasoning spice. Now, be as liberal as you want with the seasoning. I mean, after all, this is your dish. Now, I always like to use a paper towel in my mixing bowl when I'm working with fried foods. That way I pick up any excess oil that's left over. Then here on a plate, I'm putting some tempura paper. Now, if you don't have tempura paper, you definitely can use either paper towels, parchment paper, wax paper, newspaper, whatever you want to do to make it decorative. And then I love to garnish this with a slice of lime to squeeze over the top. And then we're done. You can eat this as is or with a bowl of rice. Taiwanese popcorn chicken is where it's at. Super delicious, very simple to make, as you can see. And you can do it any way you want. You can eat it just plain without the seasoning on top, or you can use this frying technique to make orange chicken, sesame chicken, General Tso's chicken, any of those kind of things. The double fry method makes things crispy. So give this recipe a try. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this recipe, and if you've tried it, let me know how it turns out and how you like it. Guys, thank you so much, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button to help keep this YouTube channel alive. I love it and I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, and as always, be safe out there. Peace.